In this video, we provide our render final image for print and web. When I'm saying web or print, I mean generally we prepare our product to printing or display. If you want to prepare your image for print, go to image mode and make sure your image color mode set on CMYK and 8-bit. My image here is already 8 bits, so I just enable CMYK mode. Here's asking you, would you like to merge and flatten your all layers or not? It is not so important for me here, so I select merge and OK. So as you see here, my color mode now here is CMYK 8-bit, and we have only one layer. Best format for printing is TIFF format. Go to File menu, Save As, and set the name, for example, exterior print format, and select your file format as a TIFF. We don't need layers, we don't need alpha channel, and save. In the image compression method, best option is using LZW or zip. I usually select LZW. This is non-destructive compression method, which your image file size will decrease, but your information won't lose. Okay. So we prepared our file for print. I undo that. For web, we need set something like resolution, color bit, and save especially. I'm going to image mode and make sure again it is 8-bit. RGB color mode. Also go to the image again, image size. We don't need 300 resolution. Also here you could set your image dimensions, width and height, but standard for web is 72 dpi. As you see now, your image width and height reduced, so before pressing OK, set your desirable value. I want to set my image for web full HD, which I mean is 9020 by 1080. 1 pixel is not so important here. Okay, and to save it, optimize, go to File menu, Export, and save for web legacy, or press Alt Shift Control or Option Shift Command S. This is our original, and this is optimized version. Here we have several types of formats like GIF for animated image, JPEG, PNG, and WebBMP. We usually using JPEG or PNG. PNG or PNG support transparency, but JPEG does not. We don't have any transparency information here, so I set JPEG. And for quality, usually between something like 50 to 75 is fine for web. Don't add quality too much. Still, we could resize our image. So press save and give a name, exterior web. You don't need to select your format because you already set, and save. I opened my final results for web and for print. As you see, my web image file size is 920 kilobyte, but my print file is 22.3 megabyte, which the size is much more bigger. This is prepared for web, and this is prepared for print. Still, if your image is too dark or bright, you could set your final result. I open this file with Photoshop. Instead of tweaking curve or levels, go to image, adjustment, and here use exposure. But as you see, my exposure is grayed out because my color mode is CMYK. So temporarily I could go back to RGB. Now enable exposure. Set your overall exposure or gamma correction. For example, I think 1.1 is fine here, is better than previous version. Now again, go to image mode CMYK, OK, and save it on your file.